Hello, my mindful adventurers. Are you ready for the weekly dose of the blog post? And Bear says hello. His angle's kind of weird, so Bear's lower than them. Well, yeah. Anyway, so clearly you clicked on this because you're interested in what free flow, like, well, because you're interested in the free will flow of co-creation, because we're here to co-create with the universe ultimately. Like, if we're not co-creating with the universe, then what the fuck are we doing, right? That's how I feel. That's how I feel. But hopefully that's what you're here for. Hopefully you guys have seen the other parts of the series, so you guys are aware of what's going on. And like, because we started off, right? We start off by um we start off by filtering our choices, like what choices were we making, like actually making on our own, and what choices were we making because of preconditioning, right? And when we broke that down, we then used the choices that were preconditioned and find a way to recondition them so that they become our conscious choice, our conscious action and reaction to stimuli, because our choices are fueled by the stimuli that we get. I'm sorry, my eyes. I didn't realize my eyes are like gunky. Gross. Also, I have food. If you guys know me, like I've said, I've been trying to eat slower. So, but I got this food because I am hungry, hungry. hmm I have this and a biscuit. But I'll be eating this throughout the thing. Hopefully, I'll finish it in the first half, and not wait later. Because if you were here for last week's live, which was on the 27th of December, then you know I've slowed down when I eat, and it I didn't mean to eat that slow. Okay, I didn't mean to eat that slow, but it is what it is, right? Make sure this isn't too close to my face or like obstructed. There's wind behind me. I don't think it's as bad right here. Actually, I should just move this over here. I know. Bear's looking straight up at me like, bro, they're going to hear all the wind and everything. But yeah, so we now know what choices we want to change. We now have been starting to build a foundation by checking in on that spot. So, right, like I said, all of our choices are fueled by stimuli, and the spacing between stimulus and reaction is the well up of emotions. And then the well up of emotions is that section that we have free will, where we can choose whether or not we're going to react in the same way that we've always had, or if we're going to react in a different way. I need to pick a different angle. My eyes are burning. Um, Let me just real quick rotate us 90 degrees that way. Not 90 degrees, but like 40, an amount of degrees. Because my eyes are burning like a motherfucker. Oh, this is so much better. I don't know why I set it up that way. Why didn't you guys help me? I'm just kidding. You guys aren't here with me live. There we go. Not it's good. My dog is chilling. He's enjoying the sun. It's cool today. Not crazy cold. I thought it was gonna be colder, but it is what it is. It's happening around here. What the heck? It just like wants to pop up on the one side. I don't know what that's about. But I'm gonna try. Like I said, I'm gonna try not to blast you guys' eardrums out, and I'm gonna try to save the mic from the wind. Now I'm kind of like in the wind because the wind's coming from this direction, so it's kind of coming at the mic. Just to warn you guys. Oh yeah, I also have a biscuit. Did I say that already? Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, got a biscuit. It's full of jelly. Um, hopefully, I don't recreate the reason why my nickname is Jelly. That's a story for a different time. Anyway, well, actually, if you come to the live stream, then you can like ask me about it, because it's actually kind of a funny story, and I like telling it because like people don't think like, oh, that's why your nickname is Jelly. They're like, oh, because your name's just J or something. No, no, it's something else entirely. It literally has to do with actual jelly, which is the funny part. Orion, please, 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 please remain chill. You know, someone that is hunting, and they just came back, and I'm hoping that they stay quiet, because I don't want to edit this video more than I have to. Let me move this a little bit. Oh my gosh, you see my box, my little bin. Stop it. While I'm doing this, I could be like talking to you guys about the topic, but we gotta fix this first. I can't focus. Yeah, I'm doing this with my feet. God, that fucking live stream was crazy. We're having another live stream this Saturday. June 3rd. I mean June, the fuck? January 3rd. So if you want to come hang out there, you want to like chill with me and everybody else, and come do that. Live stream last week was crazy. You just have to be there. I'm not gonna explain what the fuck happened. It was just wild. It was way more wild than I thought it was ever gonna get. But it was wild. Anyway. Okay. So all my pop-ups will be on this side, since I can't seem to get it. It's so it's like, okay, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, guys. Now that I'm taking a complete break from the topic. Okay, so we're talking about the free will space, right? Between between the stimuli and the reaction. And that's our free will space, our space that we can choose how we're going to react, how we're going to respond to said stimuli, right? And we can choose to react to it in an autopilot way, like the way we've been doing our entire lives, or we can choose to identify in a different way. Wow, why is the wind has changed direction? Now it's coming from directly, well, almost directly behind me. I don't know what the fuck that's about, but I mean, it's Texas. I don't question these things no more. But anyway, I almost picked up my biscuit. Um. Oh yeah, real quick. Let me just message you real quick. So, if you want to check out the blog post, you can find that down below in the description. I know this is like such a long and like chaotic introduction, but you can find the blog post down below if you want to read that. It's the sovereignty dance, the sovereign dance, stepping into the flow of co-creation, because we're stepping into the flow of co-creation. We're co-creating with the universe. Like that's ultimately what we're doing while we take our lives into our own hands and like enacting on that free will that we have. We're essentially going to get to a point where we're able to co-create with the universe and pretty much live the life that is meant for us. All the blessings that was meant for us, all those things will come to us because we're acting in this place of co-creation. And that's what this is about. Not just community and like everyone around you, because your changes, the things that you do affect other people. And I want to make that clear. On my Monday, in my Monday motivation, I wasn't exactly like clear on the topic, but it really is like when you're acting sovereign and you're acting in the place of your own power, that affects other people and it helps other people. And when we're manifesting and we're working with the universe, we can change the world on a mass scale. I'm really excited to talk to you guys about that. Of course, this is going to be simplified. This is the companion video, so please read the blog post too. They go together. They're supposed to go together. Like, you're not supposed to watch one and then not read the blog post. So there's that. But yeah, so I got my new desk, right? So I got a desk, right? So I've been trying to manifest. I've been trying to manifest for a while now. A lot of things, right? And one of the things that I've been wanting is a new desk. And I'm not gonna be honest with you guys, like, oh my gosh, okay, there's a bunch of like milk on the back. Hold on a second. Getting out all over my hand. I knew I was gonna need a third napkin. No, I didn't. Actually, I didn't. I just accidentally pulled out 3 napkins, and just so happened that I need the third one. My intuition was spot on. Okay, let me wipe off the bottom of this spoon real quick, because I don't want my fans to get all sticky. My hands. I don't have fans for hands. Not a fan shrimp. What are they? Fan shrimp? Bamboo shrimp? They got the little fan hands. They're cool. Anyway, Um, but yeah, one thing that I ended up getting was a desk. A friend actually asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I gave him my list, and then I put it in order of what I needed most to least. And top of that list was desk, and I was like, I really need a desk. Thankfully, he was able to come through with that desk, and I have a desk. And I've just been like sitting with that new energy, and like because like I said, this is about manifestation, right? I ended up that was a desk. I ended up manifesting, and it's funny because when I first met this person like years ago, like the number 23 like became really like important to me, and it's funny because I ended up getting the desk on the 23rd of December, but I've known this person for more than 6 years. But anywho, so I got the desk, right, and I'm like sitting in this new energy, and like I'm so tired, and that's something we're going to talk about, like what it like what what the full transition looks like, because the body goes through a transition, and in that transition you do feel tired, like you do feel kind of like a little bit exhausted because your body's trying to keep up. Okay, it's a little hot. I have another sweatshirt underneath this because I thought it was going to be colder, and it's not. Let me take it off before we get into this because I'm starting to burn up. I overdressed. I only have shoes on and I'm still hot. Bear, hold on to this while I strip for the nice people. Bear wants to lay over here. There'll be a little spot for Bear. Yes, I am not wearing a bra. You care? I don't know what to tell you because I just don't want to put on a bra. I don't usually put on a bra when I go in public. At least out here in Rosenberg and over there next to Houston, I do, but not here. Anyway, okay. So I got my new desk, right, and I've been sitting in this energy with this desk, and it's been like it's been a lot of me just like realizing that I need to rest and that I need to take time to really sit with it, because like I had a bunch of stuff in the corner, right? So I've been sitting on the floor. Well, I mean, I had sat on the floor for about a year, and then I moved to like a TV tray, which was not very big. Literally, only thing I could put on there was my keyboard and my mouse, but my mouse barely fit, and it was ass. But I was sitting like that for a while, and it would like swell up my legs. Like my legs would get swollen. I had no leg space. Like it was really bad. And I finally like this desk is like a fucking game changer because like I have more space. I can type easier. I have leg room. Every time I sit down and I'm like, I kick my legs out. I'm like, oh my god, I have leg room. And it just reminds me like where I was for such a long time. And it's like it's just a blessing. It's just a blessing. That desk is a blessing. But I've been slowly moving my stuff in, right? Because I have so much stuff in that corner, a lot of things that I work with that I want to put in that desk, and I I've been slowly but surely moving the stuff in. I feel like I'm going too slow. I feel like I'm like wasting time, but I know because like the week before, right? I was like rearranging my closet. My closet was full of shit. Rearranging my closet, repackaging things, packing up clothes that I don't need, like making room so I can put all my art supplies in there, so I can have like a nice like I have all my extra art supplies in my closet, and then the art supplies I'm currently using right on my desk, right, and then I have my canvases that I'm working with on the wall so I can look at them. But aside from that, I'm like changing my outside because my inside's been changing. My outside's finally starting to reflect, right? A lot of other things. No, don't play with. I almost lost my speaking points. A lot of other things have been changing for me. Like I've been like, I feel a bit different. I know it sounds weird. Like I just got a desk, like, but it's been something that I've been wanting for such a long time, and I'm so grateful that I have it now. And now that I have it, I'm sitting with this information, sitting with this like new reality, right? Because what we've been trying to do is change our reality. I know this is like the craziest, longest intro ever that I've probably ever done, but like we're making a new reality. Like the whole point of this month is to change our lives, not just for a New Year's resolution, but like change our lives indefinitely, like forever. And you could come back to this whenever you need it, whenever you need to change your life. Like this is what this whole series is about. So it's 5. This is the 5th video. There's 5 videos. Go check out the other 4. But yeah. So my whole life has like changed. You know, in the little space that I keep, which is like my room. Like my high school room. Yeah, I moved into it when I was in high school, so yeah. And I'm now 27. Damn, I turned 27 this year. Next year I turn 28. But yeah, it's just been like trying to like how that feel and like just knowing that like I did it. I did the thing. I know my friend bought it for me, but still, like I wouldn't think he was gonna buy me a fucking desk. Like it was like fucking $200. I'm very blessed. I'm very thankful that he offered that. He's never offered before. So clearly it was perfect timing. Like I said, 23 didn't become like a big thing in my life until right around the time that I met him, and then I got the desk on the 23rd of December. Come on now. Come on now. So yeah, we spent the last 4 weeks building up building the foundation, that free will space, and like turning and then giving more energy to that new reaction, that new expression that we want to have, that new way of being that we want to have, right? And last week we talked about what it felt like to fully be in that. And like so you're not like no longer are you consciously needing to make a choice to change. You just are. You are that change now. Like it just comes out naturally. There is no effort. And this week we're talking about co-creation because at the point where your change is no longer is your change no longer requires effort, we now have a new portion of our life where we have this space, right? And I was talking about like you can fill it with more self-improvement things, or you can take that energy and put it towards a life that you truly desire instead of like because your whole life isn't about healing, right? We're not broken. That's another thing, is that we're not broken. And that's a blog post from a while ago. I'll put that down below. But we're not broken. We're whole human beings. We've never been broken. There's just a lot of things that we've gone through that have changed, like changed the way that we think and the way that we do things. And when we heal, we're returning back to the way that we used to, but with new information. So now we're a different person, right? We're not going to be the same baby that came into like into the planet. Like we're not going to be like completely forget our language. Like no, we now know things, right? We know have like adult experiences and life experiences and things that have taught us things, and we're returning to that. That's the whole point of healing, is returning back to kind of like ground zero in a way. This is folded weird. I don't like how this is folded. I don't like how that's folded at all. Okay. So yeah, now we have the doors are open, right? And now we're seeing what the universe brings to us, because now this is co-creation. Now this is co-creation. Yeah, it's a 20-minute intro. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because like I gotta get this shit out. Now we're in co-creation with the universe. Now we're doing things with the universe that we've never done before, and the universe is meeting us halfway, because 50% of manifestation is you doing the fucking work and the other 50% is the universe showing up and doing what they said they were going to do. Give me a second. Or my dog was about to go over there and start barking at them. Like, bro, don't bark at them. Leave them alone. When they leave, you can bark. Anyway, probably one of the second most edited videos I have. My biscuit. Okay. So what is co-creation? I've been talking about co-creation. What the fuck is it, right? Get to it, Jamila. You've been wasting my time for 21 minutes. I'm just kidding. The timer says 21, but I know I've cut like, it's probably like 18, 17 minutes. Anyway, so what is co-creation, right? It's a partnership, like I just said. 50% of our free will of what we do, and 50% the universe. Because if the universe is willing to meet us halfway, more than willing to meet us halfway, um, and honestly, halfway might not feel like halfway. Like you might feel like I'm not doing enough. Like I feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I need to be. Hey, don't go over there causing trouble. Anyway, dude, I'm serious. Um, But anyway, yeah, I feel like I'm not doing 50%, right? Like I feel like I've been doing less than 50%, but I've been like doing a lot of work this last year, and I haven't gotten a lot. I've just seemed to getting things taken away, which is like literally part of manifest, like literally a part of the like the universe. Like will start taking things away from you, so it makes room for other things, so that you can receive. And I feel like I've just been like, losing and like changing and evolving, and I've been gaining stuff within myself, things that I know other people can't take away, like my willpower and like my mind and the way that I am, like the not the way that I am, the way that I want to be, and like the changes I've been doing so that I don't react to the same ways I used to, because I've dealt with a lot of unfortunately abusive situations in my life. And I this last year I've been doing a lot of soul searching, a lot of like working through a lot of that, which is like crazy, like in 1 year. I, like this time last year, not the same person. Different mannerisms, like not completely different mannerisms, but like I'm a different person than I was. And I've been like, okay, but where's the outside change, right? When does my outside like start matching? And like honestly, this desk is like the beginning of that. It's the beginning of that process of the outside changing. But and this is another like the universe meeting me. And more obviously, I've done way more than like 50% of whatever, because like all that like change, going through trauma and like healing trauma just to get a desk is crazy. Like I know there's more coming, right? I know there's more coming. But this is just one thing that makes my life easier, and like it brings joy to me. Like honestly, every time I sit down, I'm just like, I don't know what this. I don't just like hunch over, and like it's great. It's great, and my legs can actually be fully extended, and I can keep my chair up. I don't have to like get it down and like break off like circulation on my fucking knees. Like oh my god, like it's been a shit show. It's been a shit show, guys. But the universe, the universe creator, God, whoever, however you identify with a divinity, they're more than willing to meet you halfway. Especially if you do the work. It's all about doing work. I keep saying this. I will always say this. I will never promote like not doing shit. Like you need to do the work. Like you have to get down and do the work. Like if you need a hole dig, you gotta get in the hole and start digging that fucking dirt out, or whatever you're digging. You might be sand, I don't know. But like still, you gotta get down there and get in the material. You're gonna get dirty. Like you're gonna get sweaty. You might bleed. You gotta do the fucking work though. Blood, sweat, and tears. Like that's a fucking thing. Like for real, for real. I didn't like bleed like trying to like heal my traumas, but like I mean, as a woman, yeah, but like I didn't, but it's just like, for real though, the sweat and the tears, like there's effort, like you gotta have some gumption, some unction, some elbow grease in that bitch. Like you can't just like accept shit to just be like handed to you. That's not how the world works. That's not how the world has ever worked. I'm not saying like you need to work so fucking hard that you like burn yourself out, but there's levels to this shit, right? You need a rest. As much as you work, you need to rest, right? And I will always be here promoting that. Just like right now I'm resting. I haven't really been doing shit. For multiple reasons, but also because like my body legit needs the rest. And like I got an option. Now I have an option to not do that, but I know I still need the rest. So I'm going to keep doing that for myself because I'm a good steward of myself. Be a good steward of yourself. Take care of yourself. If you need to rest. That's not part of this message, but if you need to rest, you gotta rest, right? And I've been resting, and I feel like, sometimes you just need to. And I know like it's winter, so like feel like you gotta rest because it's darker and cooler, and there's not as much like stuff going on. Of course, I live in Texas, so like it's almost always green. You can't see the green because I'm the way I'm sitting, but there's a bunch of green grass in front of me. But yeah, it's not like all green, but there's green grass in front of me and little shrubs and stuff. So yeah, the shift, because when you're trying, because that's another thing too. Like when you're trying, right? Trying is like surviving. Where we're trying to thrive, right? I'm teaching everyone to thrive. As I'm learning to thrive, I'm trying to teach other people to thrive. Because when you're thriving, you're not just trying anymore. You're just doing. You're just existing. You're co-creating with like sovereign energy, because you realize who you are in yourself and who you want to be. Like you're basically like, let's call your like, why when using a house, so like you've been building your house to your specifications. You want the double oven in the kitchen with the double fridge, and the what is it, the farmhouse sink, and you want the tiles on the floor and your backsplash, and in your bedroom you want it to have a bay window. Like you're doing the little itty bitty things here and there that like make that house a home. And you are doing that with yourself. You are coming home to yourself. You are your own home. Wherever you go, whatever happens to you, whether you can be stripped of everything, including your clothes. At least you have your fucking self. You have all the things that you've done for yourself. Like, that's not going to be stripped away from you. There's nothing no one can do to strip that away from you. And that's like the most beautiful thing about being alive and being a human. I'm not saying after death, like all this stuff is no. I really truly believe energy can change and evolve, right? But it can't be created or destroyed. So our energy is constantly evolving. Our energy is constantly changing, but it's never being like taken away from us or destroyed. Of course, unless we're giving it away, but that's a conversation for another story. For another a conversation for another day. So when you're trying, like you're literally survival energy. Like you're trying your best. Like you're trying not to like, you're trying to make sure, everybody's fed, bills are paid. You try to make sure you get to work on time. Like you're in this like go, 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 gotta do my best. I'm not saying you shouldn't do your best, but I'm saying like go, 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 gotta do my best energy. And you're just like, it's kind of like, if you were to put like, so say you have like water, right? And you're trying to put it in another container. This is kind of like our energy, right? And you put the water in that other container, right? But you have so much energy, water, that it overflows. And instead of like finding a bigger container, you just like pour it all into one container. We can evolve and grow, right? Like, so that vessel, that bottle, ourselves, putting that energy in, we can change and evolve that by not just trying, but like doing what it is that we said we were going to do. And to become that new person, to become that new vessel so that we can handle all the energy so we're not leaking it everywhere and getting everybody else wet, right? Because that's not what it's about. Like, when we have an overflow of energy, yes, we can use that for other people, but we should really be putting most of our energy into ourselves, because that will in turn pour energy into other people. Because as people, we're social creatures, and that comes with our energy too. Like, we're also social with our energy. Like, who you put energy into, who you talk to, who you spend your time with, that's putting energy into them, from you. So when you put energy into yourself, right, in turn it's going to put energy into other people. So you're not like forcing yourself into a container that's too small. That's what this change is. And the co-creation, like, when you're changing, right, you receive more energy. So that means the energy, the universe or source, maybe source energy, maybe that's why it keeps coming. Source energy, maybe you identify God with source energy, but it's whatever you use to identify divinity, right? They can now pour into you, and this new vessel that you created, this new house, right? It can give you like all these. Maybe you got all of the stuff, but you need the furniture, and the universe is like, I got you. Here's the furniture. Here's the area rug. Here's the shit on the decor on the. You know what I mean? You already built the house. Now the rest of the stuff, the universe can come and help fill it for you. You don't have to worry about spending an arm and a leg on brand new furniture. You know what I mean? The universe is like, I'll give it to you. And in a way, in that way, our lives are being formed. The universe is coming and giving us these things that we desire to help make us more at home and fulfilled in ourselves, right? Because without being fulfilled in ourselves, like, what the fuck is the point of life? I personally don't want to live life if I can't live a fulfilling one. I don't. I just don't want to. I'm not saying like I'm gonna fucking do something unsavory if I have a life that's not fulfilling, but I have the control, I have the ability to have or not have that power in my life. And I'm gonna choose to have that power in my life. Like, you fucking crazy if you think I don't. I mean, look at what I do. Look at this platform. Point two. I'm sorry, you guys are hearing me swallow and everything. I know it's bad. Point two. The proof is in the presence. So like the symptoms of the shift I was just talking about earlier. Like I'm tired. Like I've been tired. I'm still grounding. Like the last 3 weeks I've just been grounding. Like I come outside and I sit on the ground and I just ground, or like with my feet off, my shoes off. I walk barefoot to like ground and like get rid of like excess like negative energy or whatever you want to call it. I have more rice I need to eat. Ricey. It's rice and milk, and it's rice milk. I almost said flour. What the hell? Rice milk, butter, sugar. That's what's in here. This is just a homemade biscuit with jam on it and jelly. Sorry, grape jelly and butter and some other stuff that I'm not gonna mention. Anyway. So the shift, right? I'm just making sure I'm on the right path. I've been tired. Like I've been needing to sit in that energy of that new death. I know it sounds so crazy, but I need to sit in the energy of the new death, really bask in it, and be like, wow, this is really something that this is my reality now. Like, right? This is I don't have to worry about getting the setting up the I never really set up a TV tray like that. The beginning I used to because I didn't have a room memory desk, but I don't have to sit at a TV desk anymore, TV tray desk anymore. I don't have to basically have my hands on top of each other when I'm trying to work. I can actually kind of spread out. I don't have to have my neck down looking at something. I can have my head up looking at the screen instead of basically turning into a human question mark. You know what I'm talking about. That posture is not good. Hello. Don't fly away. And I've just been needing to take care of myself and to really understand what it is that I need. Did I just get jelly on Bear? No, I didn't. Because I just washed Bear. I'd be pissed if I got jelly on Bear. Just bro. Ow. I bit myself. I'm really bad at bleeding. That hurt. So this is the integration phase, right? I'm tired, right? I require more water. I've been drinking a lot more water than I normally do. Well, actually, kinda. I don't know. I feel like I've been drinking more water than I normally do. But I feel like I've been drinking more water than I did last time this year. I've been drinking more water. Not diabetic, I promise you guys I'm okay. But I've been needing to do that and I've been needing to sleep more. Usually when I'm not on my period, because when you're menstruating you need more sleep. If you're a woman, if you're menstruating, or not woman but you have menstrual cycles, you need to sleep more when you're because your body's doing so much work and sleep is going to help you get through everything a lot better. So sleep a couple extra hours a night, but that's been my everyday. I've been literally I sleep 10 hours a night and it feels like I'm not sleeping enough. And I used to sleep 10 hours a night when I was a kid. And the crazy thing too is about a week ago, my face started breaking. Actually, it was a week and a half ago. My face started breaking out. That hadn't happened since I was a kid. Okay, so clearly my body's doing something. There's something going on. And by breakout, I mean eczema. It wasn't I wish it was just acne. No, it was straight up eczema. And haven't had my face do that in such a long time. It was on my lips, all this, all right here. It looked like I had a beard of red rashy skin. It was awful. And that hasn't happened since I was a kid. So all these things are happening, right? And it's I'm returning back to myself, the way I used to be. And I know it sounds weird, but just bear with me, right? When you go through a big integration, when you're integrating something big, whether that be oh, you've been waiting for such a long time to get a car, or maybe you need a bike, to get to work or something like that, or maybe you've been manifesting a new home or a new apartment because the one you live at is ass, or you've been manifesting new friends or new family members, because sometimes family ain't shit. Sometimes that's just fucking life. Sometimes people aren't who they said that sometimes people aren't who they signed up to be, right? They signed up to be this person, but then they fall through. But when you're integrating these things, when you're and you finally get the thing that you've been looking for, usually your body's okay, now I have to adjust. There's an adjustment period. Just I said not earlier, but last 2 weeks ago, about when you're adjusting into this new reality, into this new way of expressing and being, you need time to adjust. You're gonna have to repetition, keep okay, this is happening, I'm not crazy, this is happening, this is not in my head, this is happening. It's just I said I need to sit at my desk and just sit there and be like, wow, I have leg space. I have a place to put my feet. I have a place I can put my hands up. I don't have to like down below, like, and I can look up at the screen. I don't have to look down at the screen. Like, I'm not like in this crazy, like, nasty fucking position where my legs start to swell and my back gets tight and all this bullshit, right? And I have to keep telling myself, like, this is real. This is really happening. You might have to do the same thing. I mean, you might not have to do it as often or as much or as deeply as I do, but you might have to go deeper. You might not have to. It just all depends. We're all different people. We all integrate things at different speeds. I'm gonna lick this too. I'm not gonna lie. This is a lot of jelly, and I don't want to waste it. Okay, I'm gonna use a spoon for that. But yeah, you need to like when you integrate, right? Because your body is catching up to the new frequency. There's a new vibration you're putting out now. It's a more authentic vibration. It brings more people in. It brings in more help. It brings in more of the things that you need. Like I said, I've been doing all this change. There's no way that this desk is the only thing I'm fucking getting from the universe. There's no way this is the only thing the universe is meeting me halfway with. I believe that deep down on my fucking soul. Like, there's no way. There's no way this is it. I can't accept that. And I know the universe is bringing me more. And I have to be ready for it. And this sleep, this nurturing, this reintegration is what's going to bring me to that realization, which is going to bring me to the receiving the rest of the blessings that are meant for me and they've always been meant for me. That's another thing too. Like, when you're co-creating with the universe, you're just getting the blessings that were always meant for you. Like, before you were born, like, your soul, this is what I believe, your soul came here and was like, I want to experience X, Y, and Z. And then the universe is like, okay, I can give you these tools to help you out through, like, whatever. And they might not seem like tools, like, it might just seem like blessings, like amazing things. Like, universe is like, oh yeah, for some reason, I don't know, hot tub, I'd say. University is gonna bless you with a hot tub at 35 if all the conditions are right, right? And this hot tub like changes your life. I don't know. I got hot tubs on the mind. And this hot tub changes your life. It helps you like maybe you work out and it helps you with like recovery faster or relaxing, whatever. Maybe building relationships with people. I don't know. But this hot tub is here to help you, right? I'm not saying like you're gonna get hello, hey yo. Can you like not? Can you get off of me? There's a. Can you please? Can you go away, please? It was a spider. I don't know where it is. I just hope it doesn't try to bite me, cause we got a lot of poisonous bitches out here. And oh, hi. Yeah. So I need you to go that way. I think it's a baby wolf spider. Can you go that way though? Cause you're really freaking me out. Okay. Okay. So crisis averted. Not that I don't think a baby wolf spider or a wood spider could do much to me, but that's what it looked like to me. Or maybe it's another Melanie. I used to have this. Okay, I'm not gonna go into that. Just go back to what I was talking about. Sorry, I have so many stories. So yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say, right? I was like, I need to rest, and I needed to like, um, soak in all this new energy and all this new feeling because I'm excited about this. Like, I keep texting my friend, I'm like, my new desk, and he's just like, yay. And I'm glad he's like, not, he doesn't get annoyed with like repetition because like I'm just like almost every day I'm like, I'm just so thankful that you got me this desk, bro, because we have snap streaks together. Um, so I get to talk to him every day basically. Um, but like rest, right? Resting, especially resting in that new frequency, resting in that new identity. It's not holding you back. It's not stopping growth. If anything, it's gaining. It's helping you gain momentum for growth because when you're rested, when you're well rested, right? So it's just like going on a trip. Like, you don't just like, unless you're like playing a plane, whatever. not flying a plane, but flying on a plane. Or, you know, on a train or something, and someone else is doing the traveling for you. But let's say that, you know, you're in charge of your travel and you need to be like awake. You're not gonna go tired as fuck. Why would you do that? So you would get rest right before you leave. Like, you're not just gonna like, I worked a 17-hour shift and I'm just gonna like, you might be Superman, Superwoman, super person, I don't know. But, you know, you're not just gonna like work 17 hours construction or something and then like as soon as you get home, maybe eat food and then like immediately get on the road and drive. That's not ideal. Like, ideal would be the last 17 hours you've been resting and like making sure you have everything you need, not immediately like doing like the hard labor construction or whatever, and then like you get on the road and start driving because you're gonna be tired. That's not safe for you if you're driving. Um, that's not safe in general, especially if you're traveling, because like depending on the mode of transportation, you need to be like, you need to be with it. Unless you're on a plane, of course, and that's a little bit different. But you need to be like paying attention. Oh, I mean, if you're taking a plane, you can't fall asleep at the terminal and then miss your fucking flight. That's not good either. So you gotta be like awake. You gotta be with it. So like it's the same thing here. You're resting for like, I'm resting for whatever's coming next. Like I said, I don't believe that this desk is it. Like, there's more to it than just this desk, because I'd be damned if I fucking heal from a lot of my childhood traumas and traumas from other past relationships. And I've done so much fucking work, and the only thing I get is a fucking desk. I like how every single time I say like I'd be damned, the wind just starts picking up. It's like the universe is like, you're good. Yeah, you got you. I'm here. I'm gonna do it for you. So yeah, rest is required for growth. You gotta rest. There's a rest period. There's always gonna be a rest period. Even plants rest before they start to really grow. There's a rest period. That's why trees have rings. You think they got rings because they like you think rings exist because of continuous growth? Well, there is continuous growth, yes, but the rings are like each stage of growth. They tell you like how much water they got, but they only grow like a little bit each year. They don't like grow like all them rings in 1 year. That's just, no, that's not sustainable. It's not possible. The tree needs to rest, and so you can see when you cut down a tree, you can see where it rests or where there was drought or where there was like not enough nutrients or nutrient change, stuff like that in the rings. That's just, you know, cool little herbology thing there for you. But yeah, like you need rest. It's just it's necessary. Unless you're just, you know, built not to rest, I guess. I mean, I'm thinking of albatross who like they fly for so long, so far of distance. I don't know. Do they sleep? Do they sleep in the air? I can't. I don't know much about albatross. Okay. Whatever I find out, it's gonna be right there. Moment of silence. Okay. Point 3. The responsibility of free will. This is what I was mostly talking about in the Monday motivation. Like, your free will is basically your superpower. That little spot, like I said, that spot between the stimulus, sorry, the information, or yeah, stimulus. The was the information and the reaction. Is your little super power spot where you can choose how you're going to react and how you're going to be and how you're going to yeah, my hair is really fucked, and how you're going to exist. So like now you have the choice to basically choose what you're going to do with your free will. Like, are you going to go over here? Are you going to go over there? Are you going to stay where you are? Are you going to move later? How is this moving thing? And in the first, I think the first video, I know for sure in the first blog I talked about oars or rowing your boat, because life is like it's like you're in this giant ocean or whatever, and there's like little islands and stuff. You want to go check them out, and you got to row to get there. You can't just like be like, oh well, the wind will take me. No. Free will is using your willpower to like get there, to like do that extra little bit of movement. Okay, I should make sure what time it is. We good on time. For me, not you, because this is almost an hour long. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not sorry. What am I talking about? Why am I apologizing for being me? You guys are here because you love me, right? If you're still here, leave a comment. Love you guys. But my superpower is like taking the oars in your hand and deciding I'm gonna go that island over there and we're gonna row. And you're gonna put your willpower and you put back into it and you're gonna get there. And the thing is like when you're when you're deliberate, right? And when you decide where you're gonna go, the universe will help you get there. Even if you have low power. Maybe you say like you see the island you want to get to and you're tired. This is all analogies, right? But see, you see the island and you're tired as fuck, and you're like, universe, like that's where I want to go. And the universe is like, yeah, that's where you gotta go, or not you have to go, or where you're gonna go. Like this is what you're doing, because only the universe can see and hear things that you can't see and hear and know exactly. You know, the universe is existing everywhere all the time at once. So universe knows what the future is, right? You don't. You might have an idea, but you don't know, right? And the universe is like, okay, well, I see you really want to go there, and I see that's something that, you know, that's in the cards for you. That's something that's meant for you to be doing, right? That's something that's gonna like fulfill your soul. Something that like that hot tub. Let's say the island is that hot tub. Let's go back to that analogy. The island is that hot tub. You know, like you get the house built, and the universe is like, here's that hot tub to like gain friends or make more serious connections. I don't know. And so you're rowing towards that hot tub, and the universe is like, I see you're tired. Like I see that you're doing your best. I see you're doing your damnedest. I see you're doing everything that you possibly can. We make that island a little closer and like scoot it up towards you. So you get there. It's like you didn't have to do as much work as you would have if you weren't already working with the universe. If you didn't like, if you weren't just like sitting there letting shit just happen. Like if you just sit there and let shit happen, like you're gonna let your whole life just fucking pass you by, and that's not what the fuck this is about. It's a mindful adventure because you're here for it, not to let it passively happen around you. Seriously. But it's our superpower to pick up those those oars, or paddles, whatever you want to call them, and paddle or row to the next destination. The universe is going to help you get there. And when we use our free will to stay in alignment and to like I said, the universe sees you doing your thing, and the intention behind it, and like you're really like deliberate. The universe is going to help you out. The universe literally is not gonna have a choice but to help you out because you're putting in the fucking work. The universe is like, you're doing a thing. I have no reason to withhold, right? I have no reason to withhold. Open the flood, not actually open the floodgates, because in the ocean that might be scary. I'm just kidding, no. But like open the floodgates. Like let me really give you, like, when you get to the island, you saw the hot tub, but you didn't see all the friendships. You didn't see all the people that were like right there next to the hot tub ready to get in with you. You know what I mean? Like the universe is going to make that very apparent to you, very obvious to you. I just love that about the universe, just like bringing little things here and to just show you the pathway. Mm-hmm. So yeah, even if you have low, like I said, even if you have low energy, or you face opposition, like maybe the wind is like not, maybe the wind's working against you in this ocean of yours, to get to not get towards, to push you away from the island that I said, like, the universe is like helping you to get to. The universe is gonna like make sure that the oppression, or not oppression, the opposition doesn't stop you, that it doesn't hinder you from your growth, your path, to get there. It's gonna like I said, move that island closer, maybe cut off that wind, maybe make the currents work in such a way that you get there faster than you thought you ever could. So like, be open to that. Of course, like I said, we're gonna go into, I didn't say that earlier, but we're gonna go into more details in the blog post. This is actually the last point of the year. Yeah, it's the last point of the year. This is literally coming out on New Year's Eve. So this is the last point of the year. But not the last point of this journey, because next year is gonna be fire. Oh, I gotta change all the copyright dates on copyright years on my stuff. I just remembered that. But anyway, yeah. Yep. So let's close it out. Let's close it out, right? So like this was never just a resolution, right? This whole thing was never just like resolution, like, oh, I want to lose weight, you know. I mean, even if you want to lose weight, you can use the same exact outline or like the same exact formula to change your life in that way. If you want to lose weight and keep it off, you gotta put the willpower in, you gotta put the effort in, you gotta repetition, make it permanent, right? It takes 21 days to build up a habit. And I never mentioned that before, but it takes about 21 days to build a habit in the mind. That's the. I'm not saying like you only put 21 days and give up. No. Keep going. Um, but that's how long it takes to like build a new neural pathway, right? That new life. But yeah, it's never. It's not just about resolution. This is a revolution, a self-revolution to bring you more sovereignty, to bring you more wholeness and peace, tranquility within your own life, and to fulfill you. Because ultimately, like I said, I want a more fulfilling life. I want you to have a more fulfilling life. There's nothing wrong with wanting that. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting a fulfilling life. Who wants a life that they're not fulfilled with? Who wants a life that's just like fucking boring? Like, I don't. I sure as hell don't. That's what I'm trying to help you guys with. Not having a boring life. So here's the prompt. Here's the call to action, right? What is one thing the universe has already shifted for you since you started this journey? For me, obviously, it's the desk. And also, like, I eat slower. And because I eat slower, I think I'm starting to lose weight. And I'm also, like, there's other things that are happening too. I'm not quite sure what everything, but the one thing is I'm pretty sure I started to lose weight. And I think I have better quality of meals. This is all cold now because I've been talking. But I have better quality meals. Like, I can actually, like, sit there and, like, taste everything. And it's been nice for me. So tell me what for you, what, yeah, what's something the universe has shifted for you already on this journey? Because I know that you've had some shifts already. Might be minute, might be a little bit, but like, what is it? I want to know. I'm curious. So leave that comment down below. It's also gonna be Saturday engagement. So if you see this on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you also see Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. Then Saturday on social media, you'll see the engagement, and it'll be this prompt. And then one more thing, the live stream this weekend is going on, obviously. It'll be on Saturday, January 3rd, from 3 p.m. Central Standard Time until dark. So it's probably going to be about 3 hour stream because the sun goes down around 5:37 or whatever the fuck now, and so the sky is still pretty lit up for a couple, 20-30 minutes later after that. So be here for that. Be here and be square. No, I'm just kidding. No, but seriously though, be here for that. And of course, if you see this in the future, just comment down below. Subscribe. Obviously, if you're seeing this, obviously you're seeing this in the future. This is not going to get posted until later today. Well, not posted, but ready for posting later today. So yeah, so comment, right? Comment, the thing that's been shifted. I'm curious, and don't forget to like and share this with people who you feel like would appreciate this and get benefit from this. I know, like I said, it was like the longest intro ever, but I like to talk. I like to yap. I like to add things in. And I feel like this was important. And I know I'm gonna watch this back and be like, "Wow, I was really spitting," or maybe I won't. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'll comment things here. So anything to change what I gotta say is gonna be on this side of the screen. You would have already seen it. All right. So yeah, I just hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Also hope you guys subscribe. I don't post very often. Like, the most I might ever post in a week is 3 times, and I've never done that yet. I've only done 2 times a week. So be here for that. Like, be here. Like, I don't spam you. I don't post 3 times a day. Like 3 times a week, maybe, if that. This week's probably only gonna be once. So come here for that. Stay here for that. Be here for that. I love you guys so very much. I truly. I don't know what I was trying to put together, but I truly do. I really do. I love you guys a lot, very much from deep down depth bottoms of my soul. I love you guys so very much, and I hope you guys subscribe. I hope you guys share, boost, bring more people in. I know I just said this, but I just wanted to say it again. Okay, I love you guys so very much. I hope to see you guys later. Bye. Don't forget to read the blog post down below.